What's going on, gamers? It's like, whoa, hold up, man. Crazy stuff going on here, right? Xbox Live was down yesterday with Halo being down along with that. And then I wake up this morning and I see PlayStation Network outage hits worldwide. Not only that, it's during the Marvel Tokon beta. Crazy how that's happening with Xbox launching Halo, though that's an official launch. And Sony has an open beta for Marvel, and PlayStation Network has an outage. Interesting stuff here to start off today. Dang, man. And then I know that when this happens, you're going to see people bring up the digital only pushing format. Yeah, I mean, how do you think you can play Halo? Yesterday, both. They're both bad with this. So this is something that people are worried about. So it says the outage started around 11 a.m. UTC on July 24th, 2026, right? AM. Affecting all PSN services and coinciding with the open beta launch for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls on PS5 and PC. Users report error code WS116414-7, blocking sign-ins and multiplayer. Not good. With Sony confirming issues on their status page but offering no timeline. Yeah, sometimes you don't have an answer to that till that's fixed. Frustrated players highlighted risk of Sony's digital shift. Yeah, of course, if nothing's online, that's going to happen. It's like if the power goes out, you can't play anything unless you have a switch, because that switches to digital, or you got some generator or something, right? But that switches to handheld mode and you don't lose power. That's the cool thing about the Switch. But internet going out, yeah, that's actually a problem, because in a digital only format, people are very worried because they won't be able to get online. Noting physical discs allow offline play while digital libraries sit useless during downtime. Yeah, it's kind of like DRM in a sense, which is not good. That's the problem that we were talking about before, where it's like anything you have digital should be able to be played offline. Can you do that on PlayStation though? Like, yeah, like for example, I play plenty of games offline, digital all the time. When I was moving around my consoles and stuff, I remember when I was playing Ghost of Yotei, I didn't need to be online to play it. But obviously for certain games you need to, that are obviously online required. But if anybody's telling you that if the internet goes out or anything, or you're not on the internet, can you play something offline? Yeah, of course you can. I do it all the time. But this is still a worry for the digital world in certain senses. I can understand why people are worried about that. Pirate Nation says it was down for millions of users and people can't play their license purchased games. Yeah, see, that's a problem. Players around the world are reporting they can't sign in, play online, access the PlayStation Store, or use other PSN features. This is the future PlayStation is pushing. Once servers are down or have problems, all your games will be useless. Yeah, if that's the case, that's pretty stupid. Because like I said, I remember when I wasn't having internet for a while, but I was still able to play my games. But I guess when PSN goes down, that is the case. That's not good at all. Let's go take a look at some comments here. Pirate Ish says, imagine if there was no way to play your games without internet. Yeah, that's DRM lockout. Mike says, Sony just proved their whole digital is the future pitch only works if the servers stay up. 100%. We just found that out. They won't. You own nothing. You play nothing. Play has limits. That's pretty funny. I like that. Pushing an all digital future and they're not even able to support it. Well, I will say one thing here. When stuff like that happens, it's definitely not a good look for anybody. Like yesterday with Microsoft servers going down. And then Halo didn't work for people who bought the premium edition. And that just gives you the idea that, oh yeah, in order to play Halo, I need to sign into an Xbox account, even on PlayStation. And I need to be online to get the patch. And Xbox servers are offline and people are paying for early access. And today for PlayStation, you see the Marvel beta starts. And the Sony wants to announce that they're going to be ending physical disc support in 2028. And then this type of stuff starts happening. This is things that make gamers actually worry, makes them feel insecure. I can understand why people are actually talking about this. They have a right to actually feel that way. No doubt about that. Brian says physical media never had a server status page. Excuse me while I get back to my 30-year-old saved game, Super Mario Run. Oh, I love that game. Flying with the cape and all that game is goated. 100%. But that's the thing. So like, it's like, we're going to make these videos. We're going to talk about them too. and we're going to put them up. And obviously there's some proof that there needs to be some type of backup medium, but they're still going to go for this because they don't think that's going to happen too often. GK says people see this and still defend digital only. Yeah. Dear digital only use bootlickers. Dear digital only user bootlickers. Yeah. You know, the funny thing is though, even if they do support physical disc, the funny thing about some of this stuff is that some of these games do require you to be online anyways. And it's kind of annoying because there's not much you can do about that. Like, for example, you got the physical disc of Halo, right? But you still have to sign into an Xbox account. And it's a single player game, depending on how these corporations set it up. And you need to get a day one patch. You see what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, so I got to sign into Xbox Live, even if I had the physical disc of Halo. What would I do if the internet or service are not up? There's nothing you can do about it. It's stupid. You see what I mean? So it depends on how that works as well too. Think about that, guys. Jared Maxwell says, PlayStation Sony, why do I have to come to X to find out if your FNBS is working or not? I can't even play a game that does not need your intervention. Thank God Elon Musk bought X. We can't even get the truth from you effing a-holes. Yeah, that guy is pretty mad. No doubt about that. I can't say I blame him. If I bought it, I should be able to play it online or offline. That's what I thought. So, for example, if the internet went out right now, for me, I will be able to go play my PlayStation games offline. I've never had that problem. What I did know is if their servers went down, because I haven't even turned my PlayStation on yet, I just woke up not too long ago, that my licenses will have a lock on them. We're going to get to a picture here to kind of talk about that. This guy says lies. He's connected and he signed in an hour ago. Hope everyone is enjoying an all-digital future. Week-long hiatus, use bots to discourage players, paid articles and analysts, ban users on live streams, spam timelines to dilute backlash, spam COD and FIFA news to bait at work, though. Offer discount for those who cancel PlayStation Plus. 100%. This guy says another lie. People even record videos proving that their purchased games work even if the PlayStation server isn't available or your internet is down. That's what I thought because it works for me. And I'm just telling you guys right now, it is like that. 100%. I don't know if the servers go down when you have locks on all your games. I've never had that issue happen on PlayStation. When I turn on my PlayStation, if I've downloaded a game, I don't get a lock. I could play offline. I have one question. Why lie so brazenly to people? Are you getting paid for this or is it just self-important boost? That's where you have to look on the other side too, because some people are so fake. They want to manipulate a side to make you see things in a false light when it's like, oh, if it's negative, it's negative. The servers are down. That's negative. You know what I mean? But I've never got hit with a lockout for a PlayStation digital game that I have or digital license that I have when the internet is not there or the servers are down. I'm still able to get on it. Flippity Dippity says one of the reasons people don't want to go full digital is because of things like this. What's good if is the game if I can't log in to play? Well, logging in is online, but being able to play is having a lock on your license. And like I said before, I've never had that happen to me. So you guys let me know if you were signing into PlayStation Network recently or you couldn't and you were offline, did you have a lock on your games? Did it say you couldn't get online? That's what I want to know, because this is going to say a lot about that. This guy says it works already if someone is interested in it. The biggest lie in gaming history. Server issues have been consistently happening with no communication whatsoever from PlayStation. The level of disrespect is appalling. Serious changes need to happen if this company wants to exist in the future. Sony doesn't have the same transparency as Xbox. When the Xbox network goes down, you could see their official accounts updating everyone and actually working on the fix. That kind of transparency is what makes me trust the company. I mean, you can't trust no Microsoft, but you're right, they are good with that. That's for sure about that. PlayStation is going to lose a lot of users if they keep up this digital-only nonsense. If you can't own what you buy, then what's the point of buying it? Yeah, bro. Up the players, we see that. No wonder they're pushing for a digital-only future. Just act like it's PlayStation. Oh, no, like I said yesterday, that happened to Xbox. There's no doubt about that. But that's what I was saying. Going down. Anonymous says PlayStation Network is down worldwide 4 hours ago. This guy says it's nice to know Sony is prepared to go all digital. PlayStation Network is down and I can't play any of my digital games. Okay, so one thing I want to tell you about this. This means he probably shared with people. I don't know about that because why does Red Dead not have a lock on it? That doesn't have a lock on it either. You have to be careful with some of these pictures because this is fake. This only happens if you're sharing a PlayStation account with somebody, because GTA doesn't have a lock. Red Dead doesn't have a lock. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, that's not going to work. This guy says all my digital games work. See? The account you're on has to own the games in order to play them, or you have to set this console as your main. Like I said, he's sharing an account with somebody. I know because I've done this before. Stop being a fraud. You're only blocked because you put barriers in your own way in this situation. This guy says, I do own games and I've never shared them. He's lying. All I did was restart my console earlier and Sony just basically thinks I don't have a license for them. This is a prime reason why not owning your digital games should be banned. Well, I agree with you on that. We should own our digital games. This guy says, this is such a BS post. You probably made a new account and deleted your main account from the PlayStation to take this picture. I played Black Ops 1 and 2 single player just fine. This is so performative. LMAO, why lie about this? This guy says, yeah, man, I made a new account while the network is down and deleted my profile for a bit of clout on X. You caught me. Yeah, I don't know about that, to download all that quick. No. This is his main account. The thing is that you can tell that some things are shared because why does this not have a lock? Why does that not have a lock? Why does that not have a lock? Everything would literally have a lock. Yeah, I'm just saying. Or maybe he's dealing with something. I don't know. This guy says, you mean a bunch of games you didn't pay for and came with the online PlayStation Plus subscription? LMAO. That's what I'm saying. Guys, if you're it's just funny stuff that people just don't really realize, because like I said before, I could turn on my PSN right now and I guarantee you if the servers were off, I wouldn't have any locks on my games that I paid for. I would be able to play them. I noticed because when I moved over here into this place over here on this property from the other property, I was playing Ghost of Yote offline, no problem, and other games that I had downloaded. There wasn't no like lockout or anything. So, and they even told you what it would take for them to put a lock on your stuff when that DRM stuff that people thought was going on. There is no DRM lockout on PlayStation like that. You see what I mean? We saw that and we've covered that on this channel. So if you want to expose somebody, please make sure you do it correctly and don't deceive people. This guy says, quit lying. You can play any single player game you want. And last I checked, Red Dead and both Kingdom Come Comes were single player games. Yeah. Is it not your primary console? Shouldn't need PSN to play your games if it's set as your primary. Everybody knows this. So it's what I thought though. Like there's also always like extra fake stuff going on, but more than anything, the servers are down. So yeah, Sony needs to fix that for people who want to play stuff online. So that doesn't really affect a digital only shift because you still can play your digital games offline. That's pretty much going to be it right here. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you had any things like him, but like I said before, I've never had a lock hit me for a game that I bought and purchased when the servers went down. And I've had it happen before, or when the internet goes out. Just saying. Become a member, leave a tip down below, like, comment, subscribe. Remember, yesterday Xbox servers went down and today PlayStation ones go down. Kind of weird stuff, isn't it? Later, y'all. Keep on gaming no matter what platform you're on.